time is 6:15. Here's the news, edited by Dulmin Samarasinghe, read by Victor Raj. First, take a look at the headlines of the local news. Secretaries to the Ministries of State have been appointed. The President instructs secretaries to meet the people and solve their problems. The Colombo Crimes Division finds 42 kilograms of heroin and several firearms. Former Director of State Intelligence Services says that he sent intelligence information to relevant authorities methodically. Foreign news, India to hold a national college test despite surge virus infections. Sports news, Formula One, Renault withdraws Racing Point appeal over copying. Local news in detail. Secretaries to the Ministries of State have been appointed. The President handed over letters of appointment to the secretaries of 35 state ministries today at the Presidential Secretariat. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa said that among the main tasks of the secretaries is preparing a plan for next 5 years. The President emphasized that state ministry secretaries should meet the people, identify problems and provide solutions. He said that finding solutions should be practical and the people do not expect to act just because regulations or circulars issued. He told them not to be afraid to take honest decisions. Some of the secretaries appointed to the state ministries are as follows. D.P.G. Kumarasare, Secretary to the State Ministry of State Housing and Community Infrastructure Facilities. S.D.A.B. Boralasse, Secretary to the State Ministry of Land Management, Public Enterprises, Lands and Property Development. K.D.S. Ruan Chandra, Secretary to the State Ministry of Cooperative Services, Marketing Development and Consumer Protection. M.N. Ranasinghe, Secretary to the State Ministry of Fertilizer Manufacture and Production, Chemical Fertilizer and Pesticide Regulatory. T.S. Kodikara, Secretary to the State Ministry of National Heritage, Performing Arts and Folk Arts Promotions. N.H.M. Chitrananda, Secretary to the State Ministry of Skills Development. M.N.B. Hapuhinnam, Secretary to the State Ministry of Samurdhi, Home Economic and Microfinance. Tissa Heva Vitharna, Secretary to the State Ministry of Coconut, Kithul, Palmyra and Rubber Products Diversification. The Colombo Crimes Division has found 42 kilograms of heroin and several firearms. Among them are 3 T-56 firearms, 5 magazines, a revolver and 170 bullets. Director of the Colombo Crimes Division, D.T. Nandana, said that the drugs and firearms were found at a house at Ambatale area following information obtained from the criminal gang members who were arrested recently at the Katunayake International Airport. This news comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. More local news. The President's Council, appearing on behalf of the former State Intelligence Head Sisira Mendes, concluded cross-examination today of former Director of State Intelligence Service Senior DIG Nilantha Jayawardena at the commissions to inquire into the Easter Sunday attacks. President's Counsel Shanaka Ranasinghe said Mr. Nilantha Jayawardena why he did not ask the Army Intelligence Director if there are contradictions in the letter sent by him. Replying to him, Mr. Jayawardena said that if there are contradictions in information sent by a Director of Intelligence of Service, it is important to get the information confirmed through his officials than incur it from him. He said that he took steps to send intelligence information received by him methodically to relevant authorities. Ministry of Health says 3 more individuals infected with COVID-19 made complete recoveries today. According to the situation report issued by the Epidemiology Unit, one of them was receiving treatment at the Infectious Disease Hospital and the other 2 were at Iranavila Hospital. COVID-19 recoveries in the country thereby reached 2,819. The number of coronavirus cases found in the country is 2,971. The epidemiology unit says 140 active cases are under medical care at hospitals. That ends local news.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddhalepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddhalepa, the Veda Mahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya.
Minister Chamal Rajapaksa has paid his attention on water, which directly affects the national economy and agriculture, and to take necessary measures. The minister has instructed the Ministry Media Unit to send media reports to him and to provide state institutions with solutions given accordingly. Minister Chamal Rajapaksa has instructed the Director Generals of the Irrigation and Mahavali to name a suitable officer to obtain the proposals and problems related to irrigation by the people in the area. That ends main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya. Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhalepa.
On to the watchlight. The Department of Communication says the public gallery of Parliament, which was closed due to COVID-19 pandemic, will remain closed until further notice. The Sergeant at Arms of the Parliament, Narendra Fernandez, said the public gallery will remain closed until the recommendations are received from the health authorities. That ends watchlight.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of
People's Leasing, the trusted leader. From the first step you take till the time we meet, the trusted leader prioritizes you always. All you need under one roof. People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
Here are the headlines of the world news. India to hold national college tests despite surge in virus infections. Flash floods kill nearly 100 in Afghanistan. The U.S. police shoot more people during third night of Wisconsin's unrest. World news in detail. More than 2 million Indian students will sit for admission tests to medical and engineering schools next week, the government said today, despite growing concerns that the move could fuel a jump in coronavirus infections. India reported more than 60,000 infections, maintaining the world's highest single-day caseload since 7th of August. With 3.2 million cases, it ranks after the United States and Brazil through its 59,449 deaths, far fewer. A violent flash flood killed more than 70 people and destroyed hundreds of homes just north of Afghanistan's capital today. Ministry of Disaster Management spokesman Tamim Azimi said that the floods swept through Parwan province in the early hours of the morning, washing away men, women and children and destroying 300 homes. He said rescuers searched through mud throughout the day for bodies, with the confirmed death toll at 72 and at least 90 injured. 3 people have been shot during a third night of the unrest in the U.S. city of Kenosha that was sparked by a police shooting of a black man, according to U.S. media reports. Kenosha County Sheriff David Beth told the New York Times that 1 person had been killed. The violence occurred during a confrontation between protesters and a group of armed men, the newspaper said. Unrest broke out in Kenosha after Jacob Blake was shot by police on Sunday. To wrap up the world news, let's take a look at the headlines once again. India to hold national college tests despite surge virus infections. Flash floods kill nearly 100 in Afghanistan. The U.S. police shoot more people during third night of Wisconsin's unrest. That ends World News.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of
People's Leasing, the trusted leader. From the first step you take till the time we meet, the trusted leader prioritizes you always. All you need under one roof. People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
On to the development news. The Information and Communication Technology Agency and the United Nations Development Programme in Sri Lanka signed a 4-year Memorandum of Understanding today to support Sri Lanka's aspirations for digital transformation. ICTA and UNDP will collaborate towards the design and implementation of a comprehensive national digital strategy under the Vistas of Prosperity National Policy Framework, with a specific focus on digital transformation of the public sector, including re-engineering process to ensure an effective uptake of digital mechanisms. That ends development news. Moving on to sports news. Renault has decided to withdraw their appeal against the verdict in Formula One copying controversy. Racing Point was docked 15 points and fined 400,000 euros for illegally copying Mercedes brake ducts. Renault appealed because they felt the verdict did not make it clear the rules required originally in car design. But yesterday, the team said work between the teams and governing body, the FIA, had led to concrete progress in safeguarding originality. Ferrari, who has also appealed against the verdict, has given no indication that they intend to follow Renault. Renault was concerned that the steward's verdict against Racing Point did not explicitly clarify that producing a copycat car was forbidden in the rules. Racing Point's 2020 car has been dubbed the Pink Mercedes and for its likeness to last year's World Championship winner car. And the team has admitted that they sought to copy the 2019 Mercedes as closely as possible. That ends sports news.
The wait is over and it's time for you to experience happiness. It's time to remap the graph for success. It's time to rebuild your empire. It's time to initiate your entrepreneur dreams. Empower your dreams with NSB Wings. Get your 2-year personal loan for just 7% per annum, starting from 500,000 rupees to 10 million rupees. All you need is just one guarantee. NSB Wings. Recharge the high goal.
Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Engine Lanka Private Limited, an engine in South Korea, will introduce breakthrough INW in-wave team technology to generate green energy to Sri Lanka. The total investment for phase 1 of this project would be $8 million. The two companies will partner Ceylon Fisheries Harbour Corporation to build a plant in Sudubella Harbour in Matara, which will initially generate 1 megawatt of power to the national grid. That ends business news.
The wait is over and it's time for you to experience happiness. It's time to remap the graph for success. It's time to rebuild your empire. It's time to initiate your entrepreneur dreams. Empower your dreams with NSB Wings. Get your 2-year personal loan for just 7% per annum, starting from 500,000 rupees to 10 million rupees. All you need is just one guarantee. NSB Wings. Recharge the high goal.
Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Economic news, courtesy of...
Hello, Puta. Did you land already?
We're in transit and our flight got delayed.
How is Shani? Poor thing with her pregnancy.
Calm down, everything is sorted. Why, I have my LOLC World Card with me. We are at the VIP lounge.
LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
Director General of BOI Sanjay Mohattal met the British High Commissioner Sarath Holton at the High Commissioner's residence recently to discuss investment promotion strategies in order to attract more foreign direct investment from the United Kingdom. The High Commissioner and the team at the British High Commission agreed to assist the BOI via the respective British Chambers of Commerce and other organizations. That ends economic news.
Congratulations on your promotion. Heard you gave a treat for everyone in your department yesterday.
Yeah.
When will be our treat, huh?
Well, how about today?
Oh no, I was just joking. We'll have a party with your new salary.
It's fine. I have my LOLC credit card with me. Let's go out today.
Those who spread goodness radiate happiness to everyone around them. Introducing LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
Weather report was sponsored by
CIB Janajaya Wasana 15th stage draw commenced 24th August to 13th September. Discounts up to 40%. Come today to CIB.
The Met Department says showers or thundershowers will occur tomorrow at several places in central, over and eastern provinces and in Polonnaruwa and Mullaitivu districts in the afternoon. Light showers are likely in western and sub-Ragam provinces and in Galle and Mathura districts, particularly during the morning. Wind speed can increase up to 40 km per hour at times over northern, north central and northwestern provinces and in Hambantota and Trincomalee districts. That ends weather report.
Weather report was sponsored by
CIB Janajaya Wasana 15th stage draw commenced 24th August to 13th September. Discounts up to 40%. Come today to CIB.
To wrap up the evening news broadcast on Radio Sri Lanka, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Secretaries to the Ministries of State have been appointed. The President instructs secretaries to meet the people and solve their problems. The Colombo Crimes Division finds 42 kilograms of heroin and several firearms. Former Director of State Intelligence Service says that he sent intelligence information to relevant authorities methodically. Foreign news, India to hold national college tests despite surge virus infections. Sports news, Formula One, Renault withdraws Racing Point appeal over copying.